Watching game tape in this particular situation, no, that's investigating for your next game maybe, but for signing on a guy who has a very good chance of being suspended, and you even build into his contract the potential for that by saying they're only going to make his base salary $1 million this upcoming season. So if he is suspended, he only loses around $60K a game.
It's not super uncommon practice for guys to have low base, but obviously in this situation, it's done with purpose. I said that because that's about the extent of the investigating they did, obviously, right? Like meeting with Deshaun and his lawyers does not count as investigation given the circumstances of what's going on. I hate, and I know it's the process, it's how things are done, but I hate that they come out with this canned statement that is not going to appease anybody. The people that only care about the on-field stuff and want a good quarterback, they don't care regardless. The people that want the team to do right and act like they care, they're not going to be appeased by this statement. So what is the purpose of it? You're wasting everybody's time. I mean, just come out and say, listen, we discussed with Deshaun. Yeah, you can't do that. They can't do that. But you can come out and be like, listen, we talked with Deshaun. His personal issues are getting settled. We're ready to move on the field. We thought he was a good fit for our organization. That's all you have to say. I mean, you don't. Everybody knows.
We don't believe in our quarterback. We need who we think is a great quarterback, because there are a lot of people out there who do believe that about Deshaun Watson. And we don't care about his troubles off the field if he can provide us wins on the field, because he hasn't killed anybody. He hasn't assaulted anybody. This is according to him. You've got 22 women claiming otherwise. We know he didn't kill anybody anyway, but you got 22 women claiming some form of assault, and you just seem to be okay with this. I think it's a miserable look for Cleveland.
I don't think, I mean, we've talked about this on our previous podcast quite a few times, right? Like at the end of the day, the NFL cannot be character judges, or they wouldn't have a league. They have to let players play. And that's what Cleveland's doing. Cleveland said, okay, the criminal matter's done. You know that Deshaun is eventually going to settle out of court with his new deal as kind of almost new ammo for the civil cases that he's facing, right? So he's going to end up settling probably out of court for a substantial sum of money that'll probably never be disclosed. And then we will completely move on from this. And then it will be about what happens on the field. And you've seen this countless times in sports. This isn't the first time, and it's not going to be the last time that an athlete's been accused of or did wrongdoing and moved on with his life, whether it was Ben Roethlisberger in the same division or numerous other cases that we've seen in the NFL and the NBA and really across sports. So now we're pretty much, we're almost to the close of this. It'll be a news blurb when he eventually settles. It will be another news cycle if the if the NFL decides to take action. Because remember, the NFL has not punished him, and we have seen countless times the NFL doesn't need you to be criminally even charged necessarily, but definitely not criminally convicted for them to levy punishment.